It's a place in which frail elders come to live and at home, and we're able almost incidentally to provide the medical care and treatment that they need for the rest of their lives.
I just love it. I don't want to have to, I hope I never have to leave it.
It's such a wonderful, easy life and a beautiful life, all these surroundings, that things just seem to go smoothly somehow, just flow.
In the summer of 2003, Mississippi Methodist Senior Services sparked the revolution to change the face of elder care in America. The greenhouses at Traceway opened their doors to a group of pioneering elders who eagerly traded institutional living for a comfortable new home.
The traditional system is broken and it has to be replaced. You can't do enough tinkering on that system because it's designed to give you the results that you get. And the results are results that nobody is proud of.
And in the United States of America, we can continue to consistently institutionalize only two groups of people, our convicted felons and our frail elders. So this project is about letting the elders be free.
Each greenhouse is home to 10 or 12 elders living in individual rooms encircling a common hearth area and kitchen. The elders enjoy the privacy of their personalized rooms, complete with baths, but are also able to join in the community of the hearth that lies right outside their bedroom door.
So one of the big reasons that the rooms are located around this hearth area has to do with travel distance. It's the short travel distance that gives the elder the opportunity to take themselves out into the heart of activity that's going on, whether that be dining, cooking, or just life going on in the living room of the hearth.
It's just nice to have your own bathroom in your room, you know. And there's just so many things that's really nice about it. It's like being at home, you know.
What's special about the greenhouse, though, is that it's a place where elders come and live and thrive and flourish, where we protect, sustain, and nurture them.
Anything that went in the house, we'd ask ourselves, would you have that in your home? And if you wouldn't, we got rid of it. So we avoided any temptations to bring anything from the institution like medicine carts or whatever it may be, to getting back to the question of would you have that in your home?
Developed by Dr. William Thomas and rooted in the tradition of the Eden alternative, the greenhouse philosophy of living departs from typical long-term care by eliminating large nursing facilities and creating small, habilitative social settings.
Steve McAloo here at Methodist Senior Services got to know Bill Thomas at a workshop when Bill was teaching the philosophy of the Eden alternative, which essentially says that elders deserve to have autonomy, dignity, and choice, no matter where they're living.
The effect upon the elders was almost immediate. Appetites improved, interactions increased. Life began to return as they gratefully realized they had come home.
And when we moved those first elders into the door, we knew it was right. And the first elders that came in were from a secure Alzheimer's unit, and within hours of being in the greenhouse, their life was transformed. As you see the person that's alive in those eyes again, it's not just existence, it's living.
The first day, in one house, all 10 elders went out on the patio, and we couldn't get them to come back in. It had been so long since they had been outdoors. We went to Walmart and got sun hats and sunscreen and brought them lemonade.
Well, we have a lot of fun, at the table when we get through eating. We sit around and talk and enjoy each other. And it's just really nice.
My son had me move down here. When I told him I was going to move to greenhouse, he come and told me we was going to move. I said, start packing our stuff.
Besides its innovative layout and concept, The greenhouse is distinct from other institutions as a result of the special people who work there. In a greenhouse, the elders are placed in the care of Shabazim, specially trained caregivers who embrace a role that far surpasses the standard nursing assistant.
And you know, the Shabazs are so friendly with the folks and so helpful with the folks, and they just love them, and I think the elders love them too. And so that makes it more of a home atmosphere, and they have their every need taken care of.
They're kind to each one of them, and they give them, you can tell they give them special attention. And that's what we all need.
Well, they're all great. They're just really good. They're good to us, as good as they can be to us. Try to meet every one of our needs, and they really do.
The tender love and care they give us. I've never had so much care. They just want to do it all for you, and come to the room when you call them, and they just like one big family.
For those that work here, we've seen an incredible transformation in their lives, personal growth, things like an elder showing a Shabazz how to cook a cake from scratch, and she goes home and cooks that cake, has a birthday party for her 5-year-old son who had never had a birthday cake before.
The Shabazim tend to the complete needs of the elder, from cooking to laundry to dressing and more.
They're empowered to deliver this as they would to their mother. And in fact, this wonderful, warm relationship between the Shabazz and the elder it has to translate, and obviously does translate, into a great feeling for that elder and for the Shabazz.
The Shabazim work alongside the nurses and other medical staff in a mutually beneficial relationship. Elders receive total care at all times.
We try to project to the Shabazim that the nurse was like your best friend coming over, that they have skills and tools that you need, and that they weren't to boss the Shabazim around.
The nurses are wonderful. They do everything they can to help us, whatever we need done, the nurses stuff. It's just like everybody, just a family here.
It's like leaving home, coming to home. I got a bunch of grandmothers now here. I can deal with them. And it's just wonderful, man. I don't be upset when I get to work. If I do, I know somebody here gonna say something and make it all right.
The attachment between elders and Shabazim is mutual.
Ruth, the one that came in here a while ago, she can't be beat. She is wonderful.
Elders make you want to come to work every day too, because they're lots of fun to work with, and they tell us stories about their life.
They become amazing people, just absolutely amazing people. We believe they probably were amazing all along, but they were, as Natalie Cochran, our Vice President for Development, says, they were just stuck in jobs that were smaller than they were. And once we put them in this place of responsibility and trust, they have just risen, just become amazing people.
The initial greenhouses were so successful that the management staff and board of directors felt it was imperative to quickly build 6 additional units alongside the original 4. The immediate goal is to transfer all Traceway elders in traditional institutional care to their new homes in the greenhouses.
True miracles have happened when you get in a setting that everybody is sitting around a table just like you would at home and eating, and you have your own room, and it doesn't smell sterile like most nursing facilities have to smell, and you smell the cooking, baking, bread baking and desserts, and it just opens up people and gives them an opportunity to have a life in their latter years that they would not have had in a normal nursing home.
The revolution is spreading from Tupelo, Mississippi across our nation and around the world. The goal is to transform traditional elder care by embracing home and honoring life.
We think it's the defining model for the future of elder care in America. And there'll probably be someone that comes along and does some things that can improve on what we did, and that's great. We just wanted to get people to think outside the box, and instead of trying to be the best within the system, let's ask ourselves, how do we reinvent the system to create a model of elder care that'll be the future for generations to come.
And so I believe we've changed long-term care, And I think that we're at the tipping point. I think that we have lots of early adopters, 15 organizations across America who have been here, who've seen what's happening, and who say, I want to do this too. And from those 15, there'll be 15 more, and 30, and pretty soon there'll be a greenhouse in a neighborhood near you.
I'll just hope that when I'm at a stage and phase in my life, if I'm blessed to make it that many years, that I'll have an opportunity to live as a resident in a greenhouse setting.
Well, it just took my breath, really. It was so beautiful and nice.
I really do love it here.
I love it.
How much do you love it?
Well, I don't want to ever move anymore.